Hi, Jewel68 here. This is my second try because I keep running out of time. I'm going to try to stay on task this time. Hold on, let me get a drink of water. I'm going to stay on task this time. Okay, so I'm in my horrible craft room. This is our order, whoops, table of contents. There it is. Bag, fabric, crochet, and don't blather on. Clearly I didn't follow the instructions, which is why I'm having to re-record this because I went over and it cut me off. So anyway, you're gonna have to bear with me with my giant mess of hair. I can't put any product in it because I'm hoping to get my hair cut this afternoon, so I needed it to just be clean. So I have my wild, uncontrolled, haven't had a haircut since October hair. Okay. So first things first, a couple weeks ago, I made my first visit to a local quilt store called Quilt Works, and they are online, but I don't remember the website. Let me scoot away so I'm farther away. Anyway, I went to a free demo. They do one each month. The April demo is paper piecing. How fun is that? But this one was on binding your quilt with a sewing machine instead of doing it by hand. Well, obviously, I've never even made a quilt, but I'm thinking that if I went to, I'll go to the free demo, I'll check out the fabric and stuff there and meet some people, and maybe when I do my first project, which I have something in mind that I'd like to do, and it's up on my little board up here that I won't show you, but when I do get to that point, at least having been to this demo, I was thinking that I would know the right questions to ask better than if I had not already watched the demo. So I was just thinking it'd be a good way to get my brain kind of started to wrap around the whole thing. And I was really glad I went, actually. The fabric, I was there for like a couple of hours, and a couple of times the ladies came over and were asking me if they could help me because I just looked lost. And I finally just told one of them, this is my first time in here, and I'm completely overwhelmed with all of the fabric. They had so much stuff. I will say, though, that having been in Honeybee, Jennifer's favorite quilt store in Austin, and the one that she works for now, I liked Honeybee better. Is that okay to say? I don't know. I mean, the ladies were nice enough. One of the ladies was kind of cranky, but apparently she's the owner, and she's just particular and old and cranky, so she was kind of short with me a couple of times, but the other ladies were very nice. Anyway, I kind of felt like I needed to buy something since I, got the free demo, and plus I can always use the fat quarters and things like that. Their fat quarters were kind of expensive, although they are like either buy 4 or buy 5 get one free, buy 4 get one free, something like that. But they're like almost $3 a piece. So anyway, but they also had fat 8s. So I thought, well, that would be good for paper piecing and maybe doing some square and a square, like fussy cut kind of things, where you just have the little picture in there and then you have the other blocks around it, or the other fabric around it in the block. I'm failing again on my don't blather on. Anyway, I did buy 1 fat quarter, and that was this right here. And it is black with green chili peppers on it, which I very much loved. And then I did buy a bunch of the fat 8s. Well, not a bunch, but it was like buy 4 or 5 get one free. So I bought enough to get one free. And I bought a matching one that's in red chili peppers, which they didn't have in the fat quarters, or I would have bought the fat quarter instead of the 8th. And then just a kind of a cool tone on tone, swirly blue. And this was kind of cool, these flowers, I thought were, whoops, kind of neat. The flowers, it's kind of hard to see them. And then this is like a batik kind of plant print. Pink on pink. They're all tone on tone. Whoops. I lost one. Boy. And then this one, which I thought was kind of cool because it looks like a patchwork square, but it's a print. Anyway. And then at Joann's recently, I kind of got lucky in the remnant bin recently, and the remnants are always half price of whatever the yardage usually is. And I actually almost got a full yard of this for half price. It's kind of fun. Cinco de Mayo's coming up. I think I'll make something nice and annoying to to wear to Cinco de Mayo because I have to work that day at our big festival that we do every year for work. And then with Phoebe in mind, she's very into all things Japanese. They had, the last time I was there, they had this geisha print that's kind of pretty. And I was thinking of maybe just trimming something in her room with it. I don't know what. Or you could cut out one of the geishas and then frame it with something else. So we'll see. And then this is just a good one for sewing to have on hand for projects. Would be good for Harry Potter quilt scares. Should I ever get around to doing one of those again? It's black. That's starry something. I forget what it was called. But this is my favorite that I picked up. I've already used half my time and I've just talked about fabric. Blah, blah, blah. I love, love, love this print. I saw this out of the corner of my eye and I forget what I was there for. It wasn't for this. But it's like an old maritime globe. With compasses. It's like an old maritime map and it's got compasses and ships and it's just really, really pretty and cool, and I'm so thinking bag with that, but I'm not sure what. Bag or pillowcase, I haven't decided yet. Bag. Speaking of bags, since I'm out of order again, fabric was number 2. Jan, if you're watching this, stop. That's my sister. Today's my sister's birthday. Happy birthday, Jan! She is my older sister, so she probably would prefer that I not say how old she is. Suffice it to say, she's my older sister. Anyway, I won't spill the beans. And I made her a monk's bag from Ofen Jen's tutorial of her version. And here is that. Here's my fabric, which I love, 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 love. It's denim, and actually the fabric is all stuff I had on hand, but the denim, it's denim with cotton. The cotton print is actually from a 50/50 cotton muslin sheet, a bed sheet that I picked up at the thrift store that was in excellent condition, and I loved the print, and I bought it with the idea of making a skirt with it that I could wear in the summer for work, and I still have plenty, so I might still make a skirt with that. So there is that. I am going to make one of these for myself, but I'm going to make heavy modifications even to this version. So when I do those, I will say what those are. But anyway, it's pretty, and I don't want to give it away. But I have to, because it's her birthday. And crochet. I've been working on a blanket from this book, which I actually bought when I was just knitting years ago. I went on this kick where when I first started knitting, I started buying every book I could find at the thrift store or used bookstore that had patterns that I thought were neat, and then I've hardly ever used any of them, especially since going on Ravelry. But I decided that it was time to branch out from my simple crochet that I was working on and to try to follow a pattern. So I'm making one called, if you have this book, it's page 24 is where the picture is, I think. And it's the crocheted Amish Afghan. And I already had to ask Ofen Jen for help. And thank goodness she actually had the book. So she's kind of like me, where if she, sees a book like this or something at the thrift store, she has to rescue it. And you never know what you might find in it. There's a lot of cool patterns in here, actually. I'd forgotten how many neat ones there are. There's a lot of cool patterns in here. So. And many of them are inspired by quilt patterns. So there's log cabin, flying geese, this Amish one that I'm doing. So they're very, very pretty, especially with different colors, because some of these are kind of 70s. Here's my square. I love this yarn. Blue camo stripe is my center square. Whoops, there we go. And that's the front, and that's the back. And then I'm doing the border pieces right now. Chimney. Not chimney. What is this? Oh, basket weave. Basket weave. So there's that. I'm almost done with this last row of basket weave, and then I have to do the little corners right here. That's the next part. So there's that. Let me check my list. Bag, check. Fabric, check. Crochet, check. Don't blather on. I'm afraid I didn't succeed on that one. Anyway, that's it for me. Bye.